I wanted to first off thank Mr. Jeff Hardy, customer friend, for sending me the Michigan shirt. So I'll be wearing that, and in respect to Coach Harbaugh, I'll have the khakis on today.
You got to model it. Do a spin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you went too fast around the back.
Ah, geez.
There you go. That's good.
All right, let's go. Let's get on with it. Good Lord. We started off with the Billet small block Chevy head. Of course, we had the Billet Ford version that we do. So always working on these to improve them. We got a whole new project we're doing with that in the Ford again. So that'll be the third time in about a year and a half. So just finding improvements. And then we've got big nines moving here. So this is a set the customer wanted them O-ringed. Then we'll do a valley tray for it and everything. So it's up to the customer if they want them O-ringed. Personally, I'm a fan of the gasket for certain reasons, but I don't mind doing it in the end if that's what you want. That's what you'll get. And then we have some 18s over here. Dave's got one in the surfacer here. So what we'll do is, after everything's valve jobbed, everything's finished, then we'll CC and deck it, and we'll deck the cylinder head. When we indicate this in, this will be within a half a thou everywhere. So this way it's a perfect flat cut, and more importantly, making sure that the valve heights are plus or minus 1, amongst the 16. So, very, very meticulous, And of course the 18s here, all these are soft chambers, so more than likely these are all power adders. So nitrous, blower, pro charger, things of that nature. And then we'll come down here. We got our new alcohol heads. So these are always very popular that we do. We do these for anything from truck and tractor pulling to so this is basically the Brad Anderson platform, 4800 bore space. So pro mod, just about everything. This stuff's been dynoed and everything over the years, and always comes out on top on the 4800 bore space stuff. We always use the better seat materials, everything like that. These come with coated intake and exhaust. We feel like the coating on the exhaust is just as important on the intake for this particular application. We always keep these in process, so if anybody needs a set, typically if they really need them, we can get them to them in about 2 days if they really have to have them. It's not a big deal, so if anybody gets in a jam. And we'll go over that here in a second. So Bob's got it in here ready to valve job. This hasn't been valve jobbed yet. After we valve job it, they'll blend a little bit of blending that there is in the valve job, and then we will O-ring it for hoops. We'll put the top fuel hoops in and assemble, and put the spring on depending what the application is. And we'll come over here, putting bolt holes in the intake manifold here. So this manifold, this goes on the 18-degree max pulls basically it's for the 18-degree max pulls. This is a large drag racing port, so either real high RPM truck pulling or for large cubic inch big blocks. So right now that the bolt holes in it, they won't have to be slotted or anything because we put them in ourselves, and Dave takes care of all that also. And then this is a repair work, a little bit of an update. This is not our cylinder head, but we do service other people's cylinder heads. So this person just wanted the correct work done, so he sent it here. So we'll make everything pretty again. When this set's finished, it'll look like a brand new head, but it's in here for repair. Get the valve seats concentric, update the valve job if we can, make everything, just so it's working correctly. And we'll come over here, we'll go up here. That's the mate to the one that I just showed you right there. So we put some seats in it. We'll fix the spark plug. Nice about this customer, the customer left the spark plugs in, so we didn't have to weld up the whole spark plug area of the cylinder head. And when you do that, it's just much better because it's better to work with a material that's not welded than one that is. So basically, only 2 or 3 threads will have the weld in it, so the head won't matter. I mean, it'll work perfect. And then come over here. We can see we got big nines in process. So what's nice about that, you order a set of big nines. Typically, we can get everything out, even if you use the billet intake or the blower manifold or anything like that. I'd say right now we can get that stuff out in 6 to 8 weeks, no problem. We're staying ahead of things. The guys have done a great job. I know it's probably not the greatest thing to say, but not going to PRI really puts us about 3 weeks ahead. As far as displaying there, it takes a lot of time out. So CID's in process. Got 18 maxes in process, so that's what's nice about that. The pallet comes in, we go and put the seat bores and guide bores and get all of that ready, so when somebody does place an order, they can have seats and guides on them be on the machine in about 10 minutes. So this way, everything is just cruising, flowing. You can see we have these in process right here. All these need to be done is final porting. They've been roughed in. Final porting, valve job, guide work, put the hoops in, and these are ready to move. So we can get those done in a couple days if we have to. We will always do that. We keep the spacers in stock for the, so if you want to go to a 10-7 deck, you can right off the bat because we have everything here for the big 9 manifolds. And then of course keeping all the billet material in here, the Fords up here, and Joey started making these, so we have the elbows in stock too. So what we do is we can have these powder coated any color you want, and then we go back in and put the MBE logo on it, or whatever the customer would like. But that way everything pops. There's a lot of contrast to it. But okay, and then come over here. Let's go in here, Mr. Biggs. All right, we got. So this is all brand new stuff on top here, so all this stuff is just about finished. The valve jobs are blended, everything like that. Let's see here, I got one set here. Okay, so this is a set right here, Steve Williams, Division 7 Racer and Super Comp and Super Gas. These are his big 9s here. So these are in here to get the billet manifold. He wants to go to the billet manifold. What's amazing about this is a 6.5-year-old set of heads. This is 2017 when we did these. You can see from the serial number, but this is what happens when the heads come back here, year after year after year. So 6 years old, they look like a brand new set because they come back every single time, and then we valve job them on the epochs, and of course the work that everybody does keeps these so they run the exact same way they did 6 years ago. So I think that's a big value when you come here with the better seat materials. Everything lasts a long time. And more big 9s, 18s, and of course we got the blower manifold with the big 9s. So this customer ordered this about 4 weeks ago. We should have all this finished in no more than 2 weeks. So not bad, complete top end package for a blower, everything be done in 6 weeks. So we take pride in that. We certainly are trying to put steps in, where it doesn't take that 12, 14, 16 weeks. I think we've done that with just about every product we do. You can see the manifold. We get a manifold, but we get it without bolt holes. We do all of that, so we'll put the bolt holes in it. But then, because our stuff is an oval port, so it has a lot of port energy, so much more responsive, significantly more power. We weld this up, and then we make it for an oval port. It's no big deal. It's just what we do. We do it all the time, so it makes everything very, very nice. And then we'll port all of that. All right. Of course, the billet small block Chevy heads are always gorgeous pieces that we talked about earlier. You got one of them on the CNC machine when we started the video. So they're getting ready to make the valet tray for this. Everything's been mocked up, and we'll be good to go. So this set has water. We can do these with water, without water, dry deck, not a dry deck, whatever you like. We do these in many different versions. And then we have different chambers for the power adders also on that. Here. As you can see, it's that time of year, so everybody sends all their heads in to be serviced or updated. This is a set right here. This is going to get 16 copper beryllium seats. We looked at it and measured everything. What's nice about this, we'll be able to run our own A460 through this, and it will clean all the way up on the intake and exhaust chamber. So basically, they're gonna take their used castings and make them into a really nice cylinder head. This way, they don't have to buy rockers. There's a lot of little things that they don't have to do to save money. And we don't mind putting seats in. We don't care at all. We'll do that. Then just other stuff here to be serviced. Just some big cheap stuff right here. You got conventional stuff. When we see it like this, polished, typically it's from a boat guy. Those guys like the bling. And we just have an older set of Brodex big block heads here. Of course, the Exodyne valves. And more billet heads. We got cylinder heads here for the truck pulling. So I believe they're the 485 or the 500 class, so they run about 10,000 RPM for 20 seconds. Yeah, it's brutal. Like, the drag race guys have nothing on the truck pull guys by any means. And then the billet manifolds for the small block Ford, small block Chevys with the dovetail O-ring, meaning when the O-ring goes out, it will not come out. So when you put it on, you don't have to worry about it. This customer, we sent him the manifold. He went and did all the welding to it and everything first, welded his fittings on, sent it back, and now we'll have it powder coated and we'll put the logos on it and it'll really pop. It'll look really, really nice. Set of SB2s here, just waiting on valves. This is a set that this is an old set that we updated in 2003, I believe. So 20 years ago, and they're back here. They've been back here throughout the years. This time we put 16 brand new seats in them. We updated the chambers. We updated some of the porting, so these things will be a lot better. Bracket racer, but you know, SB2 is a great cylinder head. So we got this. More big nines ready to go. Another set of big nines ready to go. So different chambers in them. So this will be a heavy, heavy power adder here. I can tell by the chamber. And this one will be a normally aspirated version. So we have that. And then we have a bunch of other stuff came in to be serviced. So we have cylinder heads everywhere. So these are from Damon Merchant. So this is a set of big nines that he runs on his No Prep Kings car. So lots of rumors that this is a billet head and it's exotic and all of this. That can't be any further from the truth. This is just a Big Chief style cylinder head with just an updated design from over the years. Yeah, nothing crazy here. Just a stock head. They're not even solid. So, and we don't offer the big nines in solid. The conventional heads we do, the max pulls. A set in here for repair right here. So this is this is the CID. These are for Tasoma racing engines. So he has a version of the CID head that we do for him. It's his own. He wants tweaks on it. So we do whatever Anthony asks. Anthony is an exceptional engine builder. So we always listen to Anthony. And just another set right here. This is an old set of 13s that we did these, I believe, in 2005. He's getting the valley tray, the billet intake manifold, so all this will get updated to better parts. He's getting rid of all his spacer plates, everything that just makes the thing very cumbersome. We make sure we have all that designed in the manifold now. We don't have to run spacer plates. It's a very nice piece with the valley trays you guys have seen in the 13-degree drag video, so we'll be getting that. Another set in here just to be serviced, no problem here. And then a set of big nines ready for the guides to be honed. So we have those right there, and just another set being serviced.
There's one on the machine, actually.
Yeah, so it's another set right here. So this is a small port version. We have three different intake ports, 2 different exhaust ports, and 3 or 4 different chambers for the big nine alone. So this has the standard chamber, it has the small exhaust and the small intake port because of the endurance racing that it does. It doesn't need the great big ports on it. It'll make it run better and more efficient. Like I said, everybody, Happy New Year's to you. Go Blue, and hopefully we can get a win. All right, thank you, everybody. Hello, and I wanted to send my best to the Kopchick family. Mike Kopchick from Rage Fuel Systems, very well known in the industry for 40, 50 years. He worked at Pink's in the 70s, like Ed Pink. So Mike Kopchick, fuel pump from Rage, all of this stuff, engine builder, really just an all-around, just excellent machinist. Really, and he's just going to be missed in the industry significantly. If anybody knows, certainly like all the top fuel guys know, I'd say every funny car probably ran his fuel pump. And really what was nice about Mike only did work for people he wanted to do work for. So I always appreciated that about him. You may have had to wait a long time to get the product, but it was always exceptional, and that's why everyone waited for it. Mike was a great man, full of integrity, and he'll be missed. The problem is that's another one. It's going to be hard to replace, but certainly sending my best to the Kopchick family.